the mead of poetry and Odin's quest. Before stories were told, before songs had rhythm, before runes were carved into bark and bone, there was only silence. But from silence came blood, and from blood came wisdom. It began with a truce. After the Great War between the Aesir and the Vanir, both sides sealed peace with a sacred act. Each god spit into a great jar. From that mingled spit they shaped a being, a man of shimmering thought and silver tongue. His name was Kvasir. He wandered the realms, answering questions no one dared ask. He spoke truth with a voice that soothed storm and sharpened steel. He was wisdom made flesh. But not all who seek wisdom deserve it. Two dwarves, Fjalar and Galar, saw Kvasir's power, and in their envy they killed him. They drained his blood, mixed it with honey, and from it they brewed the mead of poetry, a drink that could grant any soul the gift of words, poetry, music, magic, through language. To drink it was to speak with the voice of gods. For a time they kept it hidden, but greed spreads like rot. Soon the mead fell into the hands of a giant named Suttung. He hid it deep inside a mountain. He placed his daughter, Gunnlod, to guard it in a secret chamber. 3 vats, 3 drops, enough to change the world. But Odin wanted all of it. He had watched from afar, and now the god of wisdom would play the game himself. He disguised himself as a wanderer. He called himself Bulwark, worker of evil, and he set his plan in motion. He tricked a man named Baugi, Suttung's brother, into service. He worked for him, earned his trust, and then asked for a taste of the mead. Baugi hesitated. The mead was not his to give, but Odin gave him a drill, and together they carved a hole through the mountain rock. Odin shifted form, became a snake, and through the crack he slithered into the heart of the mountain. There he found Gunnlod. She sat alone, deep in the stone. Odin, ever the charmer, spoke gently. He stayed with her for 3 nights. He gave her 3 promises of love, and in return she let him drink, 1 gulp from the first vat, another from the second, a third from the last. With each, he drank everything. Not a drop remained. Then he changed again. He became an eagle, wings wide, claws curled, and flew. But Suttung saw him. He too became an eagle, and the chase tore through sky and thunder. The gods saw Odin's shape coming near. They rushed to prepare a vessel. When he arrived, he spit the mead into the cauldron they held high. All was saved, except for a few drops he lost mid-flight. Those drops fell to Midgard. They say those are the poets who ramble, who rave, who write with madness instead of meaning. But the true mead stayed with Odin. He gave it to those he deemed worthy, to skalds, to seers, to singers, whose words could move mountains or hearts. Thus, poetry was born, from blood and honey, from lies and love, from the hunger of a god who would stop at nothing to drink wisdom dry.